So we can take our Harriers, and they each have a GBU still. So I'm going to have them engage some of these infantry positions with the GBU. Why not this one? And let's see if we can engage multiple of them with the same flight. Ah, we can. So we're going to launch the GBUs at this and this group of infantry. And as they sort of wheel to get a good angle, we can see here that our Super Cobras are really slow. They're really slacking. Not because they're poorly piloted, I'm sure, but because they are just helicopters. And there is something I've forgotten here. We can go to throttle and altitude depth and demand them go at military speed, their maximum speed. So that might make them get here, well, not before the Ospreys do, but they'll arrive here fast enough to soften up these targets before the Marines go in. The Harriers are again wheeling and preparing to drop their next set of bombs. One is away. Two are away. And here they come. Now, actually, since they've expended all of their really useful weapons, I'm actually going to order this Flight 169 of Harriers to RTB. No sense having them cluttering things up here, I don't think. Although actually I think they will remain here long enough to guide the GBUs in. So I might have to order them to RTB again. Although no, we can see here they are actually returning to base. But you can see that they maintain their locks on the target, even through that order. Possibly because I don't think they're being engaged defensively, so I don't think they have any reason to stop targeting them. Ooh, one of the GBUs has malfunctioned, leaving that squad of infantry undamaged. Let's see here. Has impacted... Oh, it's impacted the one of the machine gunners of the squad of infantry and damaged them. So they should now be returning to base. Just in case, I'm going to order them to really return to base. Now, I'm sort of hesitant to, obviously the Ospreys will get here before the helicopters do, but I'm sort of hesitant to unload the Marines immediately, as that will mean they could come into pretty close contact with these squads of infantry. I think it'd be much easier to sort of exercise our superior firepower here, and really just hit these guys on the ground here with the attack helicopters, than let the Marines go in uncontested. So, let's speed things up again a little bit. Ooh, very fast. Again, there is no AA threat here, so the Ospreys can just sort of hover. And I believe, we're coming into range with our attack helicopters, so I'm going to order them. Oh, they're already in range, hold on. I'm going to order them to strike. Oh, no, we're not in range actually. Oh, we just came into range. So let's hit them with two We have plenty of missiles. Let's hit them with some Hellfire missiles, this group of infantry that's already been damaged. And why not have them just continue firing? They're well within range. And we want to make sure again that we're not targeting the meeting site. Is 4 Hellfires enough for an infantry group? Who knows? Not me, but it sure seems like enough. So we can hear those missiles are out. Let's have them engage this group of infantry with Hellfires. And again, we always have rockets at the still, which I believe we are in range for as well, but oh, perhaps not. They've damaged that one group of infantry. This is a hardy group of infantry, being hit by GBUs and 2 Hellfires and still trucking. Captain, Ops reports their ground troops are being eliminated. Yep, we have eliminated that group of infantry. This was much more damaging to that group of infantry. That round of Hellfires. Oh, but they've lived through the second. So we might need to hit that group with some rockets. Captain, Ops reports the ground troops are being eliminated. So we have 1 remaining group of infantry, and this group of vehicles, which I don't know if they are manned. Are these technicals with weapons on them? Let's see. No, they are not. They're just cars. So, well, honestly, why don't we engage them too? We'll use sort of the last of our Hellfires. Oh, actually, we may have just shot all of our Hellfires. Let's hit that group of infantry. We'll get in slightly closer. Hit them with some Hydras. Although we do still have Hellfires in the air, so perhaps that might be unnecessary. In that case, I'll reallocate that. Oh, Ops have reported that the ground troops have been eliminated. So, we don't need to keep shooting any more Hellfires. Well, we can't shoot any more Hellfires. We need to sort of re-engage, or, well, shift our perspective here and engage these cars. Oh, Captain, we've got boots on the ground. Move your infantry platoons up to clear the safe house as soon as you can. Be careful though, they've still got some fight in them. So this Osprey has actually landed that group of Marines automatically. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. But we can still move them. Let's land them all in that case. I don't know what that pilot thought he was doing landing them on his own, but thankfully he did it after basically all enemy resistance has been eliminated. Oops. Watched movement order there. And now, sort of in preparation for extracting the Marines, I think what I'm going to do is create some waypoints, or reference points as they're called in this game. So I'm going to create a small patrol here, or maybe a support patrol, I think it would be known as. I'm going to command the Ospreys that are done dropping off their troops to sort of go into like a racetrack formation around this. So let's just call this Osprey holding pattern. Let's say it's a support patrol. And we'll sort of assign people to, or pilots to this as they drop off their men. So Cactus 1 has already dropped off his men, so we're going to assign to mission Osprey holding pattern. And for some reason Flight 170 is not actively engaging these vehicles. Perhaps I'll just command them to manually, and they will, after they finish getting this old course that I plotted for them, they'll continue to do so. Although, I suppose the Marines could do it themselves. But why waste the Marines' ammunition? Even though I'm sure that whatever Carl Gustav or SMA, I don't know what they might be using. I'm sure that's much cheaper than these very expensive Hydra rockets. But it's just fun, isn't it, to shoot down on them with the helicopter. So let's just give them all like 7 or 8 Hydra rockets. Just a big burst of rockets at these cars. Boom. Oh, so perhaps they were technicals. They're being defined there as technicals, even though when you check out what the card says about them, it doesn't say that they have guns on them. Boom. So basically that's all there is for Flight 170 to do. So I'm going to order them to RTB. And I'm going to order this unit of Marines in to engage the meeting site. Oh look, oh no, that's Cactus. Never mind. Another group of Marines has landed. And then, so Cactus 4, I'm going to assign to mission Osprey holding pattern. If I can find it. Ooh, excuse me. On threat exception. The X exclamation point equals null. Oh, goodness. Well, that was interesting. Maybe we won't. Maybe let's try again. Is it this little flickering bar there, perhaps? It is, so that's sort of a small visual glitch, I suppose. Perhaps it has something to do with my screen resolution, I don't know. And then we're going to set this third group of Marines to engage the compound. These are as well. I did remember to do it. And we're going to assign to mission Tiny Sliver of Blue. And these Marines are going to proceed to engage the compound automatically. Now, it might take these guys quite some time to travel on foot there, so let's speed it up briefly. Ooh. Oh, they've engaged the compound with their machine guns and whatever explosive rockets they might be carrying. You can see the building, I suppose, has light damage and is very slightly on fire. I'm not sure why we're really blowing up the building with men. If we want prisoners, I wouldn't shoot like a recoilless rifle or something into a building I wanted prisoners from, but it's the game logic, I suppose. fire is really spreading now, and other groups of Marines begin to fire their guns at the target. So the Marines have expended all of their ammunition. It looks like, at least. As they are no longer firing. I believe, yes, none of them have any weapons left. They've expended all their ammunition. And this is sort of a slight problem in this game. I believe it simulates infantry combat in not quite the most realistic way, and usually it's not uncommon for infantry groups or fire teams to use all of their information, and all of their information perhaps, all of their ammunition, and just sort of stand around. So, I don't know. We'll see if the fire spreads. Now, and with an hour and 15 minutes left, the building does not seem to really started burning down. I'm not sure if we can, I've been trying to pick up the Marines with the Osprey, and it hasn't been working. But let's plot the course of the Marines directly into the building, perhaps. Maybe that, I can't seem to get it to enter the state of being captured. Oh, well, that was the key, I suppose. The scenario has been concluded. You will now be presented with the evaluation of your performance. Captain Sass reports his Marines have secured the safe house and have the courier as well as several top members of Al-Shabaab in custody. They'll lift out within the hour. He requests you maintain air cover to assist with mopping up resistance. So I suppose that was sort of my bad, bombarding them with anti-tank weapons and machine gun fire for 20 minutes or so. We weren't actually meant to shoot the building, we were just meant to move men into it. They didn't have any weapons inside. Maybe that was a war crime. I don't know. Triumph. Your final score is 800. Our losses and expenditures: no losses, 4 GBUs, 16 Hellfires, 15 Hydras, 80 generic unguided anti-tank weapons. That's what the Marines carry. I suppose it's meant to be a Carl Gustaf or something. 800 bursts of 7.62 MG fire. So that works out to be, what, 16,000 rounds of 7.62 MG fire? I don't know about that. So they have lost 2 of their anti-air autocannons, 12 machine guns in their infantry segments, I suppose, that represents, and 8 vehicles, cars, unarmed. Well, thank you for watching. This has been the first episode of my, well, maybe the first couple of episodes of my Command Modern Air Naval Operations series. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, or don't. I don't know. You're meant to ask that, I suppose. Good night.